What up, YouTube? Today is leg day, best day. Also, going to do some abs and maybe get on the treadmill. So, I did a walk during my lunch break, which helped me. Right now, I'm getting off work. Right now, I'm at 6,500 steps, which is great because before I would maybe have 3,000 steps when I got off work. So walking during my lunch break is a game changer as far as helping me get to that 10,000. Before, I was trying to get it after working out, and it'd be like 8,000 steps I'd need to get. Now it's going to be more like 3 or 4,000. So that helps significantly. So this week I'm trying something new. I've been listening to Mike Mintzer a bunch and trying to incorporate some of his philosophies. And everyone in the fitness industry talks about protein, 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 1 gram of protein per body weight, blah, blah, blah. What I'm noticing is in my calorie deficit of 1800, I'm simply not getting enough carbs. My energy level is like so low for the workouts. So I was listening to a video where Mike Mintzer was talking about 60, 65% of your nutrition being carbs. So today's going to be the first day I try that. For lunch, I had half a pound of chicken, 2 cups of rice, and a bagel. Then, maybe 10 minutes ago, I had another bagel. So I got a lot of carbs in me before this workout compared to 1 cup of rice or half a bagel or one bagel. Like, I got pretty much double the amount of carbs before the workout. So I'm excited to see how I feel today in the gym, and then also my plan for after the workout is to have a protein smoothie, and then for supper I'm going to have a lot of potatoes. I'm gonna just load up on the carbs and see how I feel doing it that way. Because I kind of want to stick with this 1,800 calorie, and I'm just adjusting my macros. So before I just had weight, I was getting over 200 grams of protein, but man, I felt like garbage because my carbs were so low under that calorie restriction. All right, so last week we did 35 pounds, gonna try 40 for the leg raise. See how this feels. Here we go. Ooh. That was tough. That was a little sloppy too. All right, set number 2. Here we go. 1, 2. Ooh, definitely did it to failure. All right, we're gonna hit inner thigh. I usually just do 1 set for this, 2 failure. All right, so once I get towards failure, I do some negatives. So if I do 3 more. Yep. All right, so last time I did full plate, 20 reps, so I got to at least do that. So on this, usually want to send the seat back to get more of a stretch on the quads. All right, let's see how we feel. You got to beat it. So last week I did 20 reps on this. I want to try to beat the 20 reps. So the thought process behind this is doing a little bit more volume than normal, just because my legs have gotten stagnant. So I want to do a little bit higher volume. All right, let's see how this goes. I'm gonna try to go a little bit slower too today. Here we go. All right, I did 25. Ooh, my heart rate's up high too. Next will be calf raises. I'm gonna try to keep my knees straight. And on these, I'm really gonna focus on the stretch at the bottom. And nice and slow, I'm gonna do 1 set, 2 failure. All right, here we go. So knees straight. See how I'm stretching on the bottom and then up. Nice pause. Final thing is seated calves to failure. Very similar concept on the stretch on the bottom. One. Getting close. All right. All right, and that's it for that one. All right, leg day complete. A pretty good calf pump from just that. Doesn't take much, just going heavy. That's what I'm noticing. Also, got a pretty good pump. Quads. Yep. A good leg day. All right, so I'm at this many steps. Time to get on the treadmill. Oh yeah. All right, workout complete. I'm at about 9,600 steps. I figure by the time I get home, walk around the house, I'm gonna hit my 10,000, which is good. So overall review of the workout, intensity was there, had plenty of energy. Part of me wonders if I had maybe too much carbs or I didn't have the carbs soon enough. But yeah, everything was good. The intensity that was there for sure. I did multiple exercises to failure. Now that here's the important part, it's rest. We need a rest. Um, so my arm day in Baton Rouge was on a Saturday. Today's Tuesday. My arm is still sore and pumped from that workout. So it was a fantastic workout. I'll probably wait till the weekend to hit it again. I want the arm to fully recover. I don't want to overtrain. So that's something that I've really been focusing on, which is high intensity and then recover. I used to do way too many reps, way too many sets, and it's not about endurance as far as building muscle. It's about just really lifting heavy in that intensity aspect of it. So yeah, my arm, I mean, just from the last video to now, it's super pumped. And I'm curious about this week doing the higher carbs. So right now I'm still keeping it 1,800 calories, higher carbs and lower protein. So I'll probably still get about 170 grams of protein, and based on my scale, it's saying that I'm 145 muscle mass. So I think 170 is fine. Really, it's just making sure that I got enough carbs in my system to continue to lift heavy, even though I'm in a calorie deficit. So by the end of the week, I'll try to give an update on reviewing the more carbs, how I feel, how I look, and then also my results on the scale. So I had I was back up to like 15% body fat. Monday, I did a lot of walking. It was a rest day. I got up to 13,000 steps. And this morning, I was back down to 14%. The big thing for me now is just going to be the consistency and sticking with the walking. Today, I did great because I did that walk during my lunch break. That's going to make it a lot better. Whereas before, I mean, after the workout, I'm pretty tired. So having to walk for maybe an hour, hour and a half to get the 10 steps, it could be done, but man, just after such a high intense workout, um, it almost seems like too much. Whereas breaking it up into two parts seems to be the way to go because I had, like I said before, like 6,000 steps, and then I just walked 3,600. Yeah, I'm excited about this week as far as doing more carbs and seeing what the results are. So I've been consistently going to the gym since 2007, and it still feels like every week I'm learning something new, which is exciting. Uh, Constantly experimenting, trying new things, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. In the beginning, when I started, I really had no knowledge or reference. Now, there's so many people that post very knowledgeable, useful information. It definitely, I feel like, has helped me progress by watching other content creators. At the same time, being able to experiment and see what works for me. Because what works for me might not work for you. I know I said it in the last video about the adjusting the diet based on how you feel. So last time I tried not kind of low carb, and I just did not feel that great. Today I had a lot of carbs, almost too much because I was a little sleepy, but the lifts were way better. I definitely looked at my notebook and I beat all my numbers previously as far as weight and reps. So I'm pretty happy about that. So I've really neglected my back for the past couple weeks. So I think for the next workout, I'll take a rest day, and then the next workout, I almost want to do nothing but back and really dedicate some high intensity towards that. Leg day workouts are always kind of mentally challenging because it's just a different animal. The intensity, the reps, it's very grueling. Compared to arms, to me, arms doesn't take much and you got to pump and you feel really good. But legs, what I'm finding is for the calves, low rep, heavy, and for my quads, it's more volume. That's what I'm noticing. Let me know in the comments below what's your favorite exercises for leg day. On the next video, we'll be hitting back.
Mission complete.